my side. Queuing down, doing the countdown.
What's the close-up camera for me?
With another at the line, and today we got the La Familia in the building, man. I know y'all ain't used to seeing us all here, but we got my guy Q checking in with us. What's going on, man?
Hey, blessed, no stress, we the best, nothing less. How we get down there.
Absolutely. I ain't heard that in a minute, man. So hey, take that. Then we got my guy Kendall checking in. We just hopped off a little show real quick for his My Take podcast. But before we go ahead and get into these topics that we had today, make sure you go over there, AQUANO Hydrate, man. Make sure you go over there to the IG, put your orders in, and put your order in and say that we sent you. You may get a little something, may get a little something off. You never know. I'm just giving you the little pointer to just go do that, because if you don't, you're going to have to pay full price. But no, let's go ahead and get it going, man. First, let's start off with the first topic, man. Who would you rather build a team around, LeMelo Ball or Ja Morant? And I'm going to start it off with my guy Q, man. Let me hear who you got.
Okay, well, I'm going to go with Ja Morant. Reason why I'm going to go with Ja Morant, he's already a leader. Mm-hmm. So it's very easy, for you got an explosive player, someone who's a leader, someone who's talented, someone who's a great hard worker. It's going to be very, other players are going to want to play on the side of this gentleman. So, and coaches are going to want to coach Ja and have other players to coach him up as well. So, I would say Ja Morant. I would say LeMelo Ball. He pretty much already got a pretty solid team around him in Charlotte. But I'm gonna go with Ja Morant all day, every day, as far as being next to a A1 talent and a great teammate.
So, Kendall, who you got?
He kind of swayed me just a little bit.
Okay.
Initially, I was gonna go with LeMelo because I feel like he's all around.
Mm-hmm. He could pass, very tall,
very well.
I feel like it's going to be a little easier to build a team around him if Jordan get the right management. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that
Charlotte.
Yeah, I think that plays a major role. But when we talk about heart, somebody that don't even care who you are, you can be a LeBron. I'm gonna still come at you the same way. That's Ja Morant. Mm-hmm. So the fact that this dude, is fearless, and he I think they just missed the playoffs
last year.
After all that stuff happened. Which
they were in, but the thing is, they battled with Portland and Dame got them out of it.
Yeah, so they ain't really go. You know what I'm saying?
I still give it to him.
I ain't giving it. Look, man, Dame, my guy. Mm-hmm. But I'm not giving that. I'm putting an asterisk in around that whole league.
Okay.
Even championship.
That whole season. Okay.
Yeah, the whole season, because you just can't pick up, then end it, then pick up again, then end it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just too much for that season. Mm-hmm. But Ja Morant, he can shoot. I think he's fearless. He's more athletic, and he's more of a team leader. Mm-hmm. And I think LeMelo would get that, but it can't be really taught. You know what I'm saying? They gotta just be in you, and just judging by the teams that he played with overseas, I've never seen a leader in him. So I don't know if that's something that he's going to be able to. I don't know if that's something he's going to be able to build, or develop. Ja Morant has that. You know what I'm saying? So I done seen him get in his players' chest. You know, he embraced the leadership role. He's not looking for anybody to get him a handout or baby him. He just ready to go to war every night. You know what I'm saying? So I have to go with Ja Morant.
I'm going with LeMelo, man, and just for all the reasons that you said, man, just being able to pass the ball. And like you said, Q, I feel like guys that want to play with that, you know, even though I feel like he's lacking in the leadership category just because I feel like he hasn't had an opportunity to really play that role, or even if it's him not stepping into that role. You know, I feel like leadership will always be in question until he does it. You know what I'm saying? But I think LeMelo is the greatest draw, man, because one, Ja Morant, he's a scorer, but I feel like now in the league you gotta have shooters. And I get it,
sure.
There's 4 other positions, but you need your one to be able to shoot. So I think that's why I would build with LeMelo. That doesn't mean I like LeMelo personally more than Ja Morant, because like I said, I still give them that playoff nod last year just because they were 8th going into the bubble. But it was just they were injured. Then they're going against vets with Dame and CJ. So it just happened. The cards just happened to fall like that. And that was his rookie year in the West. So, I felt like Ja Morant definitely had a better rookie year than what LeMelo's probably going to have this season. But if I'm starting a team, I would have to go with LeMelo just because he's a better distributor and scoring or shooting.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna expound on both aspects of that. Ja Morant, he was he went head to head for Rookie of the Year last year, and he actually got it. He obtained it. Yes, he's in the West, so he had a lot of competition to actually go up against.
Facts.
And I would say the thing about LeMelo is right now he has a great opportunity because he's surrounded by some veterans that's going to actually show him how to be a leader as well. So he's in a real good position. I believe Charlotte right now, they're in the top 8. So I got a good idea they're gonna be some playoff contenders, once the playoffs actually kick off.
Yeah.
So I would say management, keeping guys there in Charlotte. The fans in Charlotte are actually pretty happy right now.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
But I think they both they're both gonna bring ticket sales. They're both going to bring advertisement. They're both going to be good. Like I said, for the front office. But like I said before, for me personally, I'm just going to go with Ja because he went through a lot of adversity. Yeah. And he's still proving himself to this day. So
that's the only thing. That's the only thing is just leadership wise and what he's already done. You know what I'm saying, with what he has. So that's why, I understand. I'm not mad at anybody who picked Ja, but I just like LeMelo right now, like what he giving the game. And I feel like he's going to be able to keep doing this. And I feel like without him, this team wouldn't be doing what they're doing just because he's adding another dimension to them, giving them wide open looks that they're not used to getting. Gordon Hayward's becoming a prominent one over there. You got Rozier still doing what he does. All while LeMelo is able to, it was one game he was 7 from 8 for 3, 7 for 12 from the field.
That's why I wanted. That's why I wanted the Warriors. I wanted the Warriors to get him for 300.
But they had to get the height though. Wiseman not far off, man. I think he broke his hand, but that's why he's been out. But for me, it's either between LeMelo and Wiseman for the rookie of the year.
Fragile.
I would give it. I don't think he's fragile, bro. It was just kind of like a little freak joint. But I would give it to LeMelo just because he's been able to play longer and, do more. But Wiseman, he's not no chump at all.
Yeah, man. That's cool. That's cool. But I think he did have some good games. But I still would have rather, got LeMelo over Wiseman. Because here's the thing. The Warriors have never really been that good at building big men. You know what I'm saying? So, I would have got LeMelo and then probably would have traded for a good big man that's already experienced.
But it ain't no building you had to really do with Wiseman.
But
he was kind of day one ready.
But here's the thing. Here's why I say that, though. Because if you put LaMelo Ball with Klay Thompson, which he ain't playing this season,
I get it.
Yeah,
I get
you
it.
put
Space
you
the
put
floor,
him
all
with
that, giving all
them,
the-
and you give them that experience,
Yeah.
and then all he has to do is really facilitate, and he can actually penetrate the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like that makes the game easier for him. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's
I give you that just because of
It's-
the type of players that Clay and Steph are. You know, like how we spoke early. Like those two are just enigmas within themselves. Like you got Clay who could drop 60 off having the ball for 90 seconds in his hand off 11 dribbles. You know what I'm saying? So you got guys who don't really need the rock. You got Curry who could still sauce you up, but he could just come around off a screen and just knock something down.
And Wiseman's not a rim protector. He's
That's the part of the game he got to grow to be able.
Yeah, so
you know
he's not that. That's why I'm like, if he's not even a rim protector, you know what I'm saying? Like, then just give me LeMelo.
He can defend some. Though. I don't want to just take that away from him, but he definitely got to get better on that aspect. Yeah. But man, let's go ahead and roll over to this second one, man. That was a good chop on that first end. Let's get into these 2021 NBA All-Star snubs, man. And Q, I'm gonna start it off with you again, man. Who do you think got snubbed out of the 2021 All-Star race?
Okay, I'm gonna go with Derrick Rose.
Okay.
I think Derrick Rose.
That's a good one.
Went from Detroit. Now he's with the Knicks, and I think he has a great deal with enabling Julius Randle to be successful. You know, in this play right now. You know, just by sheer leadership and and just going out there and playing some great basketball. I'm gonna go with Bam Adebayo. The reason why I'm gonna say Bam, he's averaging 19 a game, and he's also averaging 9.9 rebounds per game as well. So he's pretty much almost getting a double-double. And the interesting fact about that is Jimmy Butler was nominated as a reserve, but he said he wasn't gonna take the position unless Bam actually goes in there with him as well.
Dang.
So
who do you think Bam could have stepped in there for? Or do you think the guys that were already selected? I think I had the list up. Let me see who they have. They have James Harden, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Julius Randle, Nikola Vucevic, Zach LaVine, and Ben Simmons as the reserves. So do you think he would have took one of those spots or even one of those starting spots? Let me see what they have on the starter side.
Well, I would say, all those guys, all those players are well deserving. I am not going to knock that at all. But when you got a player, of that caliber, hard nosed and doing what he's doing, and like I said before, keeping his team, keeping his head and his cool in the game. I think it has to be rewarded.
Yeah.
Another player, I would like to say, I hope Devin makes it. I'm not quite sure.
He ended up getting in just because AD got injured, so he was able to. They gave him you're gonna replace AD. But yeah. Yeah.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna go with CP3. I think Chris Paul is still performing at a very high level, and he's keeping, there's been times where, he put the Phoenix Suns on his back. So
he's in.
Chris Paul made it?
Yeah, he reserved though, not a starter.
Chris Paul is in reserve.
Yeah, he made it in. But that was one too. Like he was on my list just because I wanted to make sure he got in just because, man, from what we seen him do last year, and I get it, we judging him off of his most recent body of work, which is still good. Like he's been able with the Phoenix are like third or fourth in the West right now, which is tough to do, especially coming from when they were 10th or 11 last year. So and it wasn't a lot of things that changed. The main thing was Chris Paul getting there. And we seen what Chris Paul did to OKC last year. Me personally, I had them being like 12th or 13th. They ended up getting in the 4th seed, so and competing. So
yeah, well, I would say this about Chris Paul. When Chris Paul had to step it up, and he's been known to be hard nosed. He's been known to be resilient. And I think before in the past, all the teams he's been on has been playoff teams, but he has been given like genuine opportunities to actually lead a team, and he was accustomed to that. Think about the years, when he first came in with the New Orleans Hornets at the time. So he made those. Excuse me, I can't say he was the main reason, but he led that team.
He was the main reason.
Yes.
He was the main reason.
We had a lot of good guys on the team.
Sorry. Who was it? Gerald. What's the guy
David
name?
West.
David West. Gerald. Am I right? Gerald, who played for Charlotte. I'm losing his name. Gerald Wallace. Was he there, or was that Okafor that was there?
Yeah, I think it was Okafor. Okafor.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He had some shooters around him. He had Stokovic.
Pager. Yeah.
Pager. Yes. But he made the game look really fun, and he was a small guy out there just taking it to those guys, man.
Yeah, but you're a guard though, aren't you? You're a point. You play point.
No, just a little two.
Two. Okay.
Yeah.
So like I always say, like even for fans that that don't really play the game of basketball like myself, you may find me out there at an open court, open gym. You may find me then, but as far as playing like with refs or stuff, I don't play like that, but it's always good to see like a pure point guard, and that's who CP3 is at his purest form. He's like the purest point guard that at least my generation has seen.
Yeah,
and it's been able to translate. Well, that's been able to translate even to this day. How Lord knows how many years in, 15, 16 years in. So, man, like you said, I feel like it's just a work of art. Like you seeing a Picasso get painted when you see CP3 leading the way. But one of my snubs, man, I have to go with Damian Lillard. And granted, he's on the reserves, but I feel like he should have been starting over Luka Doncic. I'm sorry, Doncic is having a crazy year. Even Doncic said it like, man, yeah, Dame should have got that. I don't really know how I got it, but that's one thing, and especially I feel like he should have been starting just because of all the disrespect of him not making an All-Star game for so long, and him still putting on and doing whatever it takes to win.
Yes,
but he was snubbed for so long, and now when he's in a position at the top of the game, even last year, like a lot of people had him number one point guard in the league. Granted Curry was down, but I feel like it just should be more respect put on his name, man.
Yeah. Well, he does have the second highest clutch points made.
Whew.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's your thoughts about Zion getting in though? Young Bull, I think they still technically count this. I don't know if they count it as like a rookie get in or what, but he's a young guy that made it in. Do you think he was deserving of getting in, or do you think they should have found somebody else for him? That's
a very good question, and I'm going to say this. I believe the coaches know what they're looking at, and the coaches got a pretty good idea of the talent, and they play, they probably actually played against Zion, and he's pretty much unstoppable when he goes in there. He's been putting on this year. Yes. So he's definitely going to be a crowd pleaser. I don't think it was a bad idea to have him in there. But like I said before, as far as his physique, as far as what he's capable of doing, as far as his skill set, I think it was very deserving. I truly, honestly do.
I just pulled up his stats, and I clearly see why he's in. averaging 26 and 7. Yeah, he's in. He's in. We ain't seen no numbers like that since Shaq from his second year.
Yes.
Man, that answered my question. He's definitely deserving of that. But it's also just weird just to see just somebody whose game is just, I would say, so raw. Because granted, Zion is still limited what he could do offensively behind 18 feet. So it's just interesting to see, because every time I pull up the stats, he'll have 30, 26 or something, shooting like 15 for 18, like just astronomical like percentages. So it's always crazy. I think he's shooting like 64 some percent from the field.
Yeah. he's great at what he does. You know, I think,
62.
yeah, I think when you look at the shot selection, you know, you got a lot of shots, you know, within the 15 proximity of the rim. So he's very deserving. He gets lobs, he gets putbacks. He knocks down majority of his free throws. Yeah, you know, he gets and he don't mind driving to the cup.
Yeah.
You know, so he definitely gets it in. And I'm very pleased in regards to what I see now. I do not think it's unfortunately it's in Atlanta, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Did Trey make it?
No, Trey didn't make it.
Wow.
Yeah, he didn't make it. And this is in his backyard, so I wonder if he'll still be in the building, you know, even though he didn't make it. But you know, who's out there in the East is kind of guard heavy this year. You know, you got Kyrie, Harden coming off the bench. Then you got Tatum, who he plays the 2. Sometimes he masks as a 3. They got Jaylen Brown, Zach LaVine.
Yes.
So it was gonna be tough this year. You know, only way he was gonna get in if it was injury to happen. But he been balling.
Yeah. Do you realize that I'm glad Bradley's in there. He needed
starting
that.
too.
Yes. But do you realize that Utah may have 3 All-Stars in the game?
What Gobert, Mitchell,
and they may have Conley in there as well as a reserve.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't like Gobert.
You like?
I hate Gobert.
He's a defender though.
I hate him.
Like,
I hate him. Like, even though COVID wasn't nothing you can, you know, do about it. It was gonna happen regardless, and you know the league was gonna get shut down. It was just him. Like, it's just you. Like, what are you doing, Rudy? He's in there touching everything. Like, man, I hate him. I hate him. Like, I don't hate people. I maybe that's the wrong word. I strongly dislike Rudy Gobert. You know, I don't think he's $200 million.
well,
I don't think he's a match player.
Well, I'll put it this way. Kobe said when he will play against Utah, and he will play against Gobert, his teammates, he will make the opposition change their shots. He made the opposition think twice, before going to the cup or going to the basket. And Kobe said that himself. As far as being a defender, he definitely makes the offense work harder. And be smart about how they're gonna play. And he also said he's a great off the ball defender as well. So when he's in the help position, he still has the opportunity to use his length and to be efficient at it as well.
Yeah.
So I mean. I know you hate him.
I strongly dislike him.
But most fans hate seeing great defenders play. Most fans hated seeing the worm play.
I like Tony Allen though.
But Tony Allen's a different kind of defender though.
Okay.
Yeah. Tony Allen, I don't want to call him a dog, but Tony Allen, he plays on the ball. He guards the guards. He guards the bigs. He makes it very difficult. He's an all-around defender. Rudy, he's gonna protect that rim. Yeah, and he's gonna give you some offense as well. Yeah.
I guess that's why. Because now that you say that, like the dogs, like Pat Bev, I like him. Even Kawhi, I like Kawhi a lot too on the defensive end. But man, it's just something about Rudy Gobert I just strongly dislike. But it's cool though.
No, but think about it. Actually, Rudy's a two-way player.
Yeah, it's just the way they run the ball, like how they run the floor. Like, so he always gonna be able to get that little BS just jogging straight down the court. Donovan Mitchell saucing, 2 dudes up to just throw it in. So he always gonna get that.
But like I said, he's running the floor. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get you. It's just even with all that, like it's just, man, Rudy. I don't know about Rudy. Just don't know. So
if you were a general manager, see me out. You wouldn't acquire Rudy if you had an opportunity to get Rudy.
No. We need different animals in this life. We don't need Rudy. I go out and I don't know. I go get a Wiseman before I get Rudy. I go get a small 5. I go get Bam before I get Rudy. And not saying that if Rudy's a better rim protector. Well, I don't know than Bam.
Is he defender of the year? He got defender of the year.
He a better rim protector than Bam. Well, I'll say this: Bam don't really like Bam.
He can.
Yeah,
Bam can.
Yeah, he can. But I think Rudy Gobert is a better rim protector. But I can't get with Rudy. I can't.
Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Goo for sure.
Yeah, I would say, I would say,
Bear.
I would say Bam have a more offensive package.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Rudy, it's a lane for Rudy out here. Don't get me wrong, because it's a part of me that still like seeing a big five who could be able to still get it in the paint. Like I like watching guys like Ayton play. So DeAndre Ayton that's out in Phoenix. So it just all depends, man. But you got anything else on the snub list?
Nah, just Derrick Rose and Bam.
Mm-hmm.
That pretty much rests my case right there, sir.
Yeah. What about Chris Middleton? You think he's been playing good enough to be in the conversation? Because there's a lot of people that think, well, I ain't gonna say it's a lot of people. It's Chris Middleton who think he got snubbed.
Chris has been balling.
Mm-hmm.
He has been balling. He's been balling like a mother effer.
For sure.
Yes. Yeah.
Thanks, Q, for keeping it clean.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I've been keeping it clean too on this one.
Yeah, Mikey, you doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that.
Sometimes it be a task for me, and I work on that. Just because when I'm talking, I just feel like cameras on. I don't even feel like they on. I just feel like I'm with the guys talking. So
Right.
But man, I don't have anything else on the snub list. Like I said, I had Dame. Even though he did make it, I would like to see him start. But other than that, man, that was another At the Line, man. And we gonna be back for some more of this, man. I know y'all like, man, they in the studio. Yes, we are in the studio with it, man. So make sure y'all keep checking in, keep following us, keep liking, keep subscribing. Pay attention to the campaign. Make sure you go over there to TOV Sports, man. Shot Dave out. Make sure you go over there, like, comment, subscribe, everything over there. And, man, we checking in and we checking out, man. At the Line, another episode down. Yes, sir.
Hydrated.
Show, go grab at AQUANO. Wow, you did that in a minute. Yes, sir. He didn't even take long either.